with this whole thing. Donnie's got a heart of gold. He's a top bloke. He just wanted proof. I think he misses Andy. Do you understand that? He honestly liked Andy. He just wanted to make sure flowers were sent. And people, no, I know. But look, I didn't have any problem at all. Hey, they were sent. Okay? That's...
Another live stream yesterday, you didn't send them. I soon fucking jumped in and fucking corrected that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they would even say that, because I sent 8 screenshots to Donnie, so 100%. Yeah, it was about $150 Aussie, because it was $100 for flowers. It was delivery for 25, and taxes was another something. It was about 150 Aussie, because it was in Canadian, and by the time you converted it, so. Yeah, no. That was sent. Hey, man, I better get on the show. Yeah, you take care. Love you, Jono. Thanks, man. Hey, guys. It's your Parnif. How are you guys today there? Hey, guys. This is the Archie Luxury channel. Sorry, I was a little bit late there. I did a bit of a recording with James. James is one of the I like him. You know that you meet in this industry, you meet a lot of tossers and egotistical. James, he's just a nice guy. You just know he's successful. He's just you can just tell. You talk to certain people. I've been in business myself. I haven't always made the right decisions, I can tell you that. But talking to James, you just know this is a successful businessman. Let's get the crew on here now. I want to get the crew on here. And I just want to say, I got to be honest with you there. This Ming disaster. It's okay. Some of the guys have bought one, but I wouldn't really be thinking it's the next Bitcoin or the next big thing. To be totally honest with you, I'd never buy one of these things. There's so many good watches for the same money, $2,400 US. There's so many good things you can buy for that sort of money. Tudors, Omegas. You know what I'd buy for that sort of money? I reckon I would rather have a quartz Seamaster. I'd rather have, the sword Omega Seamaster sword hand GMT. That's what I'd like to get.
Tuna.
Hey,
it was not 2,400 US
now,
dollars.
Marco, can I please say something to you as somebody who loves you?
Tell me.
I'm a bit worried with some of the spending here. You had a huge amount of money came in, which is that's fantastic. Please, Marco, I really want to make sure that you get the Bruce Wayne.
Arch, it's in the Dave Ramsey budget. What do you mean? I don't understand.
Okay.
I set aside money for my mom's trip. I set aside money for the back girl. And then it's just a little bit of fun money, Arch. I mean, you got to have fun every once in a while. And you're getting an amazing watch.
Okay. No. Amazing. That might be pushing it. Tell me this.
Arch,
Marco.
I'm on Ming 9, Cloud 9, but it's called Ming 9 from now on.
Tell me this. I got to be honest with you. I think 2,400 US, there's so many better things you can buy.
It was 2,000 Canadian, Arch. 2,000 Canadian.
Who's David N?
Hold on, let's wait till this image pops up. Turn on your cam, David. If you don't turn on your cam, you're not allowed on stream. Sorry.
There we go. You see that?
I don't believe that, guys.
We're not going to get caught out like last time.
Unless you're a regular, you're not coming on stream unless you turn on your cam. You want to come on, no worries, but turn on the cam.
Showcase, beautiful. Get Showcase on.
Hey, guys.
Run the Shrink, $2. Can you please talk about Rolex for once? Yes. James,
Or at least identify yourself in chat, right, Arch?
Are you worried about this Ming fantasy? Thomas G, £5, €5.50. You must have rocks in your Viking head to buy Ming, Arch. Please tell them. James, what do you think? You're an independent. You tell me what you think.
I'm staggered. I'm staggered by the Ming fever that is running through the crew. If it was running through the newbies, I could understand it, but it's running through the crew. I mean, what the hell? It's Ming fever, guys. Ming fever.
What's wrong
I blame
with
Tim.
Ming fever?
I blame Tim.
I need a Ming intervention, guys. Give me a Ming intervention.
Ming. Look, you've already invested $1,200. It's non-refundable.
Right. But I want the watch, Arch. I like the watch. It's a beautiful watch.
And who are these companies? Who is Ming exactly?
Right. So Ming. So okay, let me explain to you because there's a lot of fake news going around, especially from Birminghard. Birminghard is spreading fake news about the watch. So they're not a movement maker, right? They outsource the movement to a third party, which is called Schwartz and Etienne. Schwartz Etienne, which actually makes movements, right? Like genuine movements for what's it called? Ming. They're the movement maker for Ming. So they'll regulate the movements. They'll test the movements and what have you. So in our watch, right, it's a Solita SW300, but it's the top grade. It's a modified with a jump hour feature. It's also tested and regulated in 5 position, adjusted in 5 position, and it's tested for 250 hours. So like ArchieLuxury, right, your reverso will get tested for 1,000 hours. They'll do 250 hours of testing on their watch, right, before it leaves the factory. Now, that's for all their pieces, regardless, right? Now, this is their entry-level model, which has a SW300 caliber, if I'm not mistaken. However, they do make their kind of premium stuff, which sells at a much more significant premium. That is through the third party, obviously, because again, they tend to focus on what's it called, on design, right? Because they're more focused on the design of their watches than they are their movement. So they'll outsource the movement to somebody who's more competent.
So
which
who
is
is
in
Ming? Who is Ming? They're in Switzerland or they're in Malaysia? What's the Malaysian?
Right. So the movement part is Swiss, but the design part is Malaysian. So they'll make the cases and dials.
So just out of interest, James, they're Malaysia. They're people who invented something called the Proton. You remember the Proton, James?
As in the car?
Yes.
They.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Malaysia. I actually like Malaysia. You know, the Petronas Towers, they were engineered by German engineers.
Can I show you something, Arch? Oh, let's see the super chat first.
Super chat, Ron the Shrink, $2. Ming will be held back by its namesake. Marketing cancer.
It's just Arch. It's just the name of the founder, kind of the man behind the brand, right? His name is Ming Tain. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Sorry for butchering it, but that's just his name, Arch. So it's like Breguet, naming Breguet, right? It's like Patek Philippe, the two partners.
Yeah, but you don't understand. With Patek Philippe, you've got to get a posh European-sounding name.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they're not European.
With a French, you know, maybe you even throw in a few umlets, James. Few umlets, you know.
Yep.
So this is their chronograph. I think there's like 5 or 8 in the world, something like that.
Okay.
This is I think it's their diver. I'm not sure. But there's another version. But there was a trio. You see this trio? It sold for 81,000 Swiss francs. It's art. I'm telling you, they're a legit independent brand. They're really legit. Like, I'm not saying that they're competing with Patek, right?
What about if Mr. Ming, right? So he's Chinese Malaysian. Ming is a Chinese name. I've dated a few Mings in my time.
Okay.
And let me tell you this. What happens if he would have bought this for £80,000 just to play the game, to sucker you guys in?
It's possible. I mean, Arch, I'm still getting a watch that I'm going to enjoy and wear and like. And that, at the end of the day, I wouldn't buy the watch if I didn't like it, right? I like it. It's unique. The case shape is very nice.
The only sad thing is, see, I just feel that, you know, you get people in who buy this who think it's a Like you get people like Mr. Two, like Mr. GMT, who says, you
But he didn't buy
know,
one. He didn't buy one though.
he's very lucky. That's fate.
But everybody who
Yeah.
bought one because they wanted to join in the fun, Arch. That's what it was. It was just a bit of mates having fun. That's really what it was. And we bought a watch. We bought a watch together. It's cool. I love it, Arch. It's gonna be such a
Okay.
fun watch to strap on the wrist. I can't wait.
£5.50. Paul, best entry-level watch to put on a yellow rubber strap. Ooh, yellow. What would you put yellow? You know what?
Or
Ooh, I've
Remember
got
those
one.
Chuga
Maybe
Tigers? Tudor Tigers. They did Tigers that were actually they were yellow leather strap. I suppose you could put that on a rubber.
I've got one.
Yellow's a very hard color to live with.
No, hold on. I've got one. It is
Yeah.
Mark. I'm just gonna drop
Yep,
a link.
No worries.
This is literally one of my favorite dive. I've owned this watch. It is one of my favorite watches of all time.
Are you putting in the private chat?
Yeah, just hold on.
Let's get these 2 more super chats.
Tongo Bongo $2. Ice War come. Thank you. And Ron the Shrink $2. Hey ladies, check it out. I'm wearing a Ming.
I still got the Rolex. What do you mean? I still got the Rolex. 2 more.
This watch,
Yeah.
Marco. This watch. I absolutely love this watch. I've owned this watch, and it's a watch that I don't really know why. I don't really know why I've never put it back
Anthony
in the
Napolitano $2. Mei Ling, give you massage. No with happy ending. Yes. 100%. Do you want to hear a Mei Ming story? Do you want to hear a Mei Ming story?
Sure.
Can you
Just
bring
get
that
these
one up,
last 2
Marco?
super chats? Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Tongo Bongo $2. Ice War come.
Look at that.
Tongo Bob. Yes, I like that. Actually, you know what?
That's a cool watch.
$2. Ming the Merciless. Next hot watches. Flash Gordon. Now look, actually, you know something, James? That's not as stupid as you think. That actually...
I've owned it. It's a beautiful watch.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
owned that
and it's
watch.
on rubber. Oh, he wanted yellow. Well, I suppose you could put yellow rubber. But look, that is actually a beautiful watch. Bob's watches is a bit expensive as well. You could probably get it a bit cheaper out in the wild.
100%. I've seen them cheaper than this.
Do you know what actually
100
happened to me? Do you know what actually happened? So I was in St. Lucia with this watch, and I was in a really nice hotel, and the hotel floor was all tiled. I was trying to fasten the buckle on the clasp because it wasn't.
Yes.
I dropped it on the tile floor, and the number 8 indice fell out.
Ooh. Did
It
you
just
get it
fell out of
fixed?
the watch. Oh yeah, but it seized the entire mechanism up. And then for the rest of the holiday, I didn't have a watch. I was more bothered that I didn't have a watch on my wrist for the holiday than I was about the watch actually getting damaged.
You know what doesn't do that, right? This right here, a beautiful Ming, guys.
Because there's no 8 to fall out.
Exactly.
It just shatter into a million pieces.
Many years ago, I was going out with this Taiwanese girl. Taiwanese, okay? Mei Ming. And, it wasn't going as fast as I want. There was no romance. She told me she's a Christian. And I said, Mei Ming, she always trying to hit me up for luxury goods. Can you get me a Louis Vuitton bag? I said, to make it fair with you, how about I pay you $100 each intimate encounter?
That's a bit expensive.
And I thought she would say, how dare you? She texted me back and said, I'll see you at 10:30.
Arch, stay away.
That's my Mei Ming story. There you go.
Stay away.
Arch, I'm just going to put something in the chat because
Yes, please do.
there is some news which I don't know if you're ready to share yet, but I've just put something in the private chat, Marco.
Da-da.
Oh, I can pull this up too.
And this is now Arch might not be ready to disclose the information, but
I don't even know what it is, but put it up.
We're about to. Tell me.
all I'll say is this, guys. Our Don AC3 is a very, very, very influential guy.
What does that mean? Don't tell me you bought one.
No.
Archie hasn't bought one.
You bought one,
But
James.
No. But Archie hasn't bought
no.
one, but he might be getting one. We'll see.
We don't know. We don't. Let's just hold it back. John Galt, $2. AC3 would rather have a Ming or an AP Black Panther.
Definitely the me. Not even close.
Guys in the chat, if you think that ArchieLuxury should own a Louis Vuitton watch box like this or similar, press 1. If you think he should buy another Birkin, press 2.
And if you think he should buy 3 Mings, press 3.
Archie, you see that 6-piece Rolex collection I had pulled up before?
Yeah, bring it up. Whose is that?
It's from our good friend CB.
Ooh,
remember, because you told me you didn't have enough Steel Sports? Not enough Steel Sports. This is a little snapshot that he sent me.
What more could you want?
I mean, do you remember
chronos,
what he has?
2 divers, a GMT, and a Oyster Perpetual.
I mean, whew. Unless we forget, guys, he also has, hold on. Let me go to the reviews we've done. It was right here. And this is just a small sample size, right? He also has all of these.
My God.
Oh, my goodness.
Arch, what did I tell you? Look at the super chat. Look at the sticker that's just come in.
There we go.
CB, $100.
You see what happens when you put a Louis? You see what happens when you put a Louis Vuitton watch box on the channel? Boom.
Yeah. Oh, Tony Nico saying 333. Look at this.
Get the Mings. Get the Mings, boys. There we go.
Oh, look at this.
You know, Tony bought a Ming. He's the one who reminded us about the Ming.
I know.
He's the one who started this Ming madness. Honestly, Arch, I cannot wait to get the Ming. I love the Ming. We love our Mings. Man, CB, you got an incredible collection.
It is.
He asked me to pull this up for you.
Yeah,
but,
that is absolutely.
You said not enough Steel Sports. I mean, Arch, look at this 6-piece Steel Sports. Got the 16710.
I don't know what more you could want. What more could you want?
Arch, lest we forget, that was what? We just showed 9 plus 15 watches. He said he has 40-something. Oh, God bless. CB, you got probably one of the nicest collections.
CB's got an amazing collection.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is this. Look,
unbelievable.
I got to be totally honest with you. I don't know if I could handle that many. What about you, James? Could you handle that many?
Sorry, I was actually just googling some Ming watches.
Yes.
What was the question?
Could you handle having 50?
No.
CB's got
blow my mind.
40 something. What's he got? 50 or 40? What's he got?
Yeah, in the range of like 40 to 50.
My God, what an amazing look! If you can't tell another man what to do with his money.
We got a couple of super chats just coming in.
Yeah,
let's get these.
Kevin Rouse, $5. Arch, tell the team to please stay away from Ming. And secondly, I can't stop thinking how beautiful that red LV watch case is. Very, very cool.
It's beautiful.
Very cool. Rich Buddy, $5. Hello, gents. Thanks to Bitcoin, the cost basis of this super chat is only 77 cents. You know, I gotta say that I gave everyone direct fair warning. Love yous. Yes, he's a
congratulations,
crypto.
Rich.
Congratulations, Rich Buddy. You deserve it. You're a nice guy. You deserve it. Make me a Marco.
That used to be my name, Arch, but now I'm JV Ming. JV Ming.
JV. Why? What's the JV?
We're part of the JV squad, Arch. This is the JV squad.
The joint venture.
No, it's junior varsity. It's American for junior varsity.
I see.
The dog drainer, the lion drainer, or whatever you want to call him.
Yes.
That's what he calls us, right?
Arch, on that 6-piece that we've got on the screen currently, that 6-piece collection, which is beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, congratulations, CV. That is beautiful. Which of those watches, which dial speaks to you the most out of those 6?
Look, I like the James Cameron.
I was thinking the same thing. That James Cameron dial is beautiful.
And I got to tell you, out of the Daytonas, you know what? I think I reckon the sweet spot is the steel bezel Daytonas.
I actually quite like the black. I like the black
Yes.
ceramic. I think that's that's a beautiful watch.
But his Panda is... Look, everything there is amazing. He's got a Hulk. Me and James were talking about Hulks. You love the Hulk.
I do.
The funny thing about the Hulk is, you know, different lighting, the dial can either be black or it can be green.
It can be really in-your-face green, or it can be... It can, you know, if you're in a low light setting, it can be like a black sub. You just...
Exactly.
It's a beautiful watch. Is that a 1610 or is that a 16700?
I think it's 710. 710.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a GMT Master 2.
It's a Zenith Daytona.
Ooh. It's a Zenith, and it's my favorite in the bunch. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What does he do, that guy? Where is he? What country is he in?
Yeah, let's not reveal that, Arch.
Okay.
Let's not reveal
What does
that.
he do, this guy? Man.
CB is a private man. CB is a private man. Yeah.
Wow. That's all I can say. Look, you know what? There's always people who have more and less than you. This is the guy who's got the more.
That would make it. That's a beautiful 6-piece collection. Right there, that is a beautiful 6-piece collection.
You don't need any more than that, do you?
Nope. You've got a bit of zing with the yellow. You've got a bit of
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You've got a bit of seriousness with the 16710 and the Daytona, the bottom right, the Zenith Daytona. You've got the investment piece with the Panda. But out of them all, out of all 6, I have to say the dial on that deep sea, when you put them all like that, the dial on the deep sea speaks to me most. I think that's beautiful. Rolex.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Hey, Rolex, man, you're into new fads. You're from California.
Sure, why not? I like that.
Are you buying into the Ming thing?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Good man.
No way.
Good man. Yeah.
These kids are insane.
Yeah.
These crazy kids with their TikToks, dances, and their Ming watches. They're nuts.
Look, I think it's okay if you want to take a punt, have a bit of fun. That's okay.
Arch, what's the difference between a Ming and a Longines? All it is the history, Arch. But I mean, I've been saying that, like, at some point a brand's got to start somewhere, right?
And
what's the difference between this and Tag Heuer, or this and Zinn, or this and Oris? And Arch, these are still respectable brands in my opinion. So is Ming. This is just the entry level, Arch. Ming makes high horology stuff, like genuine high horology stuff, guys.
Speaking of Ming, here comes Tim.
Hey, what's
the starter, the one to blame for the Ming. His second video, his second live stream he ever did, he brought Ming into the subject.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here we go. SC, maybe I'm banned from super chatting by the MV Ming crew. I don't think you're banned.
Yeah, you shouldn't be banned. Just give me clarification in the chat where I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Man. Just let me
Thomas
know.
G, £5. What color LV watch box would you recommend? Red interior or beige? Grey, black or blue? I got to tell you, you know, sometimes you just got to wait for the universe to the color to come to you. I think they're all amazing colors. Look, it was just a thought there. Somebody sent me an email. I don't think there's much to make of it. I'll update you as things go, but at the moment, you know what? It's good to have some dreams. The one thing about watches I love is it's always good to have dreams. You got to think, what are you know, you always have a grail. You should never, that's a beautiful Explorer too. You got to make sure your
wristwatch check, guys.
Wristwatch check.
What's everyone wearing?
Man,
I'm wearing my Z Blue, the Z Blue.
I'm not watching right now.
It's a me, Ming. Look at that, Arch. It's a me, Ming.
Look at that.
It's a 2-watch, 2-piece.
Hold on, Tim. We got to look at the big bucks.
Hearts.
It's €100 super chat. Maybe it's them. It shouldn't be. People are super chatting. I mean, CB sent $100 super chat. It must be maybe a credit card thing on your end. I don't know. What
or maybe it's the euro. You can't donate that much in euro. Who knows?
Maybe try if anything, 50. PayPal ArchieLuxury.
If someone could just test that with a €50 just to see.
Test it with the €50. And then maybe just send 2. There you go.
Mamma mia.
I
Mamma
gotta tell you
mia,
guys,
please send me a Rolex.
I gotta tell you seriously, I really admire that CB collection. That's an amazing collection. I think different, different. I was having a talk to James about this. I don't want to dwell on the Andy Hunter situation, but it makes you realize maybe in life, we haven't got Birmingham here, but the Dave Ramsey, pay cash, pay cash, pay cash.
Lame.
If we pay cash all the time, maybe we don't enjoy nothing.
I'll just tell you something, right, Archie, just on about that, right? My grandfather, who we were talking earlier, he was my father.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a massive credit card fan, right? We grew up very poor, right? We didn't have a pot to piss in. But my grandfather had a credit card. If it hadn't have been for his credit card, we'd have never gone on holidays. We'd have never had nice experiences as kids. But because he had a credit card, it allowed us to do this stuff. Yes, he had to pay it back. Yes, he paid interest on it. But he just physically couldn't save the money to do things. But when you put it on a credit card, you have to pay it off. It forces you into a position where you've got to pay it off. So credit cards, yes, I do not recommend them. I don't recommend credit cards. If you can pay cash, pay cash. But life is for living. If the difference between having an experience and not is simply a percentage on a credit card, don't let that stop you. Life's for living.
Lives for living.
I got to tell you, I think credit cards can be very. Dave says they're a trap for the middle classes, but
That's bull.
That's
if
what
you
they were
can
designed for.
use them sensibly, I would necessarily. I think a trip with your family. That's memories you'll never get back. You could never.
Yep.
I tell you honestly, with my kids now, right? Remember I sold the paddock and got the grand piano, right?
Yes.
If I got a grand piano now, my kids are 14 and 15. They're not interested in playing. But when they were 5 and 4, actually 3 and 4, oh yeah, I want to play the piano. I want to, do you understand what I mean, Showcase?
Yeah.
And they learned piano. Okay, they've given piano up now, but they can always come back to piano. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And
I like it.
I got to be honest with you. Once it's gone. Those memories will never come back. I don't have the 4-year-old kid anymore.
Yeah.
Tim, I've got to ask you, do you feel any shred of guilt in what you've done to the watch community lately? With this Ming thing, this Ming phase?
Before
Yes,
you answer
I
that,
would.
Tim, before you answer that, I just want to say, just a reminder, if you'd like to get your collection reviewed like CB or like we did last time, and get all of the panel's opinion and takes, by all means, just PayPal ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com, $50 or Super Chat, right, Arch?
Correct.
And we'll pull it up for you guys. Go ahead, Tim. How do you feel? Let's read your soul.
I gotta say, guys, unless you bought the burgundy one, then you made a mistake. Because that's gonna be the only collectible. Ming is that burgundy version. Forget about the blue. The blue is if you want to lose money.
He's just a Chinese Malaysian entrepreneur.
Yes.
Right.
He's like Elon Musk.
He's a designer. Like he's formerly a photographer, Arch, but he was always interested in watches. Oh, hold on, guys. MJT.
MJT.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Here we go, MJT, $23. See you in the next one, Arch. I have time zone issues. Congrats for having CB as a supporter. He is absolutely the man you want on your side.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Thank
Cheers,
you
MJT.
so much.
CB is the man. I can confirm that.
Tim is not to be blamed.
I had nothing to do with that.
Worked 5 years.
I was a victim. Showcase. I was a victim. Hashtag Tim is not to be blamed. Hashtag Tim is a victim. Hashtag two-tone Tim.
In my house, Tim, you get blamed for everything. because when the microphone turned up, blame Tim. When the camera turned up, blame Tim. When the Creed turned up, blame Tim. You get the blame for everything in my
who
house.
started and continued this madness. No, I'm continuing it. But the man who started the entire madness is Tony. I would have forgotten about the Ming release if it wasn't for Tony Nico. Tony Nico's like, I can't wait for the drop, the Ming drop. I was like, I gotta get one. Gotta get one.
Marco,
Gotta.
I think it's time you let the punters into the secret. But guys, just the announcement. Marco has a job. He is now working for Ming.
I am not working for Ming. No. Do not trash my credibility on the show. I just like to watch.
ABC, £2. Tim planted both Birkin and Ming seeds.
Yes, he's to blame for the Birkins, guys. The Birkins, blame him for the Birkins.
Right, the Birkins, I take full responsibility for that. Right.
So, Arch, how are the Birkins faring? All is well?
Look, the Burkas, that's what my friend calls them, Burka bags. Burka bags. Look, they are okay. They're okay. SE, £5. It's Marco who started and continued this madness.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, guys, movie star, ABC movie star. I gotta tell you, look, I'm a bit worried because what I think is sad is that youngsters could be suckered into this Ming hype. Ronnie Paul, $10. Archie, watch Eric. I saw the video, uploaded a video a couple days ago. He was at his business with Roman Sheriff. Eric gave you a positive mention. He said you crack him up. You could definitely collab with him. He's actually very cool. He had the 1 kilo chain, 1 kilo gold chain. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, Arch. I mean, I wonder.
I love Eric. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. But Arch, I left a comment on his video. I said you and the Don should collaborate. I said the Ponif, obviously, you know what I mean, because everybody knows you as the Ponif. But I said you and Archie should collaborate, right? It would be YouTube gold. And he just replied saying, LOL. What does that mean, Arch?
Maybe I should reach out to him. I'll reach out to him and see what we can do, okay?
Archie, you should comment under that comment. Reply to that comment, to the LOL comment. Reply and say, is this mean we're, Marco, link him the comment.
I might contact him. DJC, £5. Tim woke up to the hysteria and Marco marketing.
Right.
Get the blue one.
Get the blue one. Mr. Chu is saying, I got it. I've got the blue one. I've got the one to get. Mr. GMT is yelling, I can't buy one.
Here we go. SE, £5. I feel like it's a betrayal of all you taught us punters on I'm not suckered in.
But Arch, this is okay. But is a Tag Heuer, Longines, are those all shiders, Arch?
Look,
they're entry level.
Tag Heuer, I don't mind some of their iconic, the Carrera,
the Aqua Racer.
I don't mind the I had the Caliber 11 Monaco. They're kind of cool.
I
wanted to ask James something. James, you have broken. I don't know what to do with you, James. See,
well, Arch, I have a genuine concern about this Ming thing, right? And I've been deadly serious now. This is a serious concern about Ming. What happens if in like 1 or 2 years' time, these guys are right, and these Mings explode, and it's, I mean, me and you are just going to be here like, what the fike? We could have bought in on
if we don't like them, there's no point buying things you don't like.
Showcase, Showcase. These Mings, they're gonna be 100. I'm predicting $100,000 watches in 10 years. Showcase.
James, they already sell for like triple, quadruple over retail. You realize that, right?
10 years. Showcase.
SE, £5, and this is why I'm out of the groups. This continuous Ming spruiking was too much for me. I got to tell you, I can't see any attractiveness in any of these Mings. Honestly, cannot see any attractiveness.
But to be honest with you,
absolutely nothing I want with these watches. I'm being totally honest with you. Do I regret not buying Bitcoin? Not really. It's all these are all speculative things. They're all
Yes.
gambles, you know.
Arch, I gotta tell you, my mom is the best. She just made me a cappuccino. Look at that. I'm an
Isn't
asshole.
that
She
so
just made
sweet?
the best, huh?
Wow.
See, money does solve all problems. Look at that. You take her overseas. You buy your wife a few Birkins. Everything's forgotten. It's all
Incredible
perfect.
how that works.
Here, Arch, let me pull up
Yeah.
Ming on Chrono 24, okay? Just to
Oh no,
indulge
no,
your-
no, not more, not more. Ming.
Indulge your curiosity. Look at
Yes.
this beautiful watch. Oh my goodness. How gorgeous is
I
that?
tell you what we'll do. You call up a Ming, and then we'll call up what else we could buy. for
I
this
wish,
price.
Arch, let me ask you. I wish we can do an interview with the Ming CEO. What do you think, Arch? I'd love to have you interview him.
Yes.
The amount of
can.
spruiking you've done, I think he owes you.
Yes, Ming, £5. Sorry for not being able to donate the full amount through super chats.
No worries. Thank you, Essie. Look at this.
What are they
7,450. Arch, this watch right here, it sold for $900 US, okay, which is 1,200 Canadian roughly.
Yeah.
This was one of their first releases. Look how much it's selling for. There's five Mings that are reserved currently. Yeah, let me pull these up. I think there's which one was it?
I
There you
see
go,
Houdinki-
reserved. $7,450.
I see Houdinki
But
speak
again,
favorably
guys,
of them.
we only like Ming because we want to keep the watches. We're not speculating. We like the watch. I want to keep this watch. I love it.
Yeah.
That's right. No
Okay.
chance in hell I'm
Look
selling
at
my
Archie's
Ming.
face. He's like, you're full of shit.
I gotta be
remember
honest with
Sid-
you. I'd prefer one of these. Look at this. This is a Speedmaster from the 70s. Isn't that a better watch or not?
But the question
Look
is,
at that.
Archie, is that watch going to be $100,000 in 10 years? Is that going to be worth $100,000, Archie? No, but Ming
What's
will.
to say the Ming will?
What do you mean?
I just have a terrible feeling, Archie.
the
You know, that me and you might be on the wrong side of this, and these guys might be right, and we're gonna look like absolute idiots because we didn't buy in.
Look,
In
you
10
know
years,
what?
in 10 years, I'll flip that watch for a
SE,
Ferrari.
$5. I got your Luxury to Last book. The Mondani books. I developed the Love SE. Thank you, SE.
Wow.
The Mondani books, they're expensive. They're very... I've got the Paddock.
Marco,
He's also got a Aquanaut and Nautilus manual, which I didn't get because I don't have any of those. So
don't worry. You'll still be able to flip yours for a Honda Civic. I'll get the Ferrari for the burgundy one.
DJC £5. Ming has been great content across a lot of the channels. Be thankful.
This has
Yes.
been very entertaining. Arch, listen.
James,
had
tell
this
me
much
the
fun in a
truth
while.
there. What's happening with you? You bought the Seiko. What made you buy the Seiko? Were you just wanting... What was missing in your life?
Nothing. I just walked past the shop. I went to the bank. I did my business banking. The shops in the UK reopened on Monday, so I haven't had a retail. I haven't had a retail fix for nearly 4 months. I went to the bank. I did my business banking. I always do the same route. I always go around the different watch shops. I grab a cappuccino and have a walk around the shops. I look in the windows, just do a bit of window shopping. I went. I saw the Seiko, the Grand Seiko GMT. It's a watch that in the past I have looked at online and thought, yeah, that's quite cool. I quite like that. They had it. I thought, I'll go in, try it on. I tried it on, and I just thought, oh, this just fits. This just works. I love it. They knocked me 20% off. I bought it. I got back home. I didn't even know the reference number. I had no idea what the pre-owned market was on it. I had no idea. No idea about that. I knew it was a spring drive, and that is about all I knew. I got back and started researching it, and I was happy to find what I found. It was just one of those spur of the moment. I bought it because I liked it. No other reason.
It's like buying a Ferrari, isn't it?
I'll say something on air right now, right, which is going to upset you guys. I much prefer, and it might be the honeymoon. It's a better watch than the Explorer 2.
Showcase. Are you on new kind of edibles?
You guys,
What
you
the
guys,
flip?
you
You have-
guys can't say nothing. You've got Ming watches. You
James,
can't
your
say
credibility's a bit shot. You were
Dude.
retired a week ago, downsizing the collection.
nothing. Marco, don't even talk about
You were
credibility,
outta
man.
here.
You've just spent
Lost
48 hours
every
spooking Ming.
permanent ban
Then you buy a Daytona Panda on the secondary market.
Permanent. Irreversible ban.
So James, do you have an announcement for us to make? I don't know if you we're
No,
talking a little bit
no.
off. Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. Look, I
think-
gotta tell you something,
let's be
guys.
honest, Showcase is
Seriously,
just a little bit upset that he wasn't able to get a Ming.
I'm
Ended up
gutted.
with-
I'm so gutted. I got my Panda. I should have held out for the Ming. I can't believe I got the Panda instead of the Ming.
You made a mistake, Showcase.
Do you know what? I'm going to be so peed off if in like 2 years' time you guys get these watches and they're like selling for like 50,000.
100,000. What are you talking about? Especially the burgundy one.
you know what, guys?
100,000.
I've seen spruikers. I've seen snake oil salesmen, penny stocks, crypto. I've seen it all before. Okay.
Marco is like the modern Jordan Belfort.
He's better looking.
Oh my god.
I
SE
don't think
£2. I can't even send €5 anymore.
Jesus, I
It's
don't know what's going on, Arch. It's all
It's
going
because
fair shit.
it's because the live streams. The live stream's been there's been an issue with Google. All this mention of Ming, it's been flagged up.
I gotta
ratings
tell you
poison.
guys, seriously. I want to say this, guys. I have no idea what mental problems you people have. Honestly. You
Ming
people
is
are
like
nuts. These Mings, I gotta be honest, if you want to take a risk, that's okay. You know what? I take a risk. I bought a Casio, $40.
No.
You know what? It's
not
garbage.
$40?
I hated it. It's garbage. Okay,
still
I got
garbage?
that because of the log trainer. The log trainer said, get one of these, get one of these, get one of these. That's why I got it, okay? You know what? I hate it.
Archer, you know Ming won a GPHG award. That's the
Right.
Grand Prix. The
I gotta
Did
be
that
honest
Casio
with you
win
guys.
Any awards? Of course it
They
did.
won an Oscar. They won an Oscar at the Grand Prix. Arch.
You know
The
why?
Oscars of watches.
I'll tell you guys this. Look, it's always the opposite. You search that Casio, Archie. All you hear is the good things about that watch. The one you just picked up. You know why? Because
Why?
all these YouTubers, they're spooking that Casio crap. Nobody is saying good things about Ming. It's all negative stuff. That's what you have to buy. You have to buy stuff that nobody wants. That's how it works.
Yeah.
See? It's all
Yep.
it's reverse psychology, guys. You have to go against the grain.
yeah. Says the man with a Panda, a
BitConnect.
Pepsi,
Yes, rich
a
buddy, I lost.
Daytona, Explorer 2.
I lost money in BitConnect. I had a fan of mine who bought me $1,000 in BitConnect, and I lost. It's practically worthless. BitConnect, garbage. You know, remember BitConnect?
No.
Yeah,
what
but this
that?
is a physical good, Arch. These aren't shares.
I gotta say, you gotta buy what makes you happy.
Exactly
I'm actually quite impressed by James buying the Seiko because I've actually seen the Grand Seikos.
Arch, you ever heard
quality-
of an impulse buy?
Quality is amazing.
Come on,
The
James.
quality-
What were you thinking, James? A green dress.
No, because he's got everything he wants. He's
Oh.
already got a black dial
Yeah,
Explorer
just a
2.
perfect Rolex collection, Arch.
The grand
And he
we
said
go.
it's
never
better
be
than the
made.
Explorer 2.
It is. I
SC
genuinely think it.
$5. This Ming spruiking is killing my joy in real horology. So no offense, but farewell, guys. I tend to agree. It just doesn't. ABC, how are you, man?
Knock some sense into us.
Yeah,
ABC.
not bad. How's it going, Arch?
You're not buying in.
Okay.
Have you got your watch?
Real watches.
Right.
Rolex.
Okay, I got something. I was tracking the Raw Mail website all day, and it said
Yes.
yes, out for delivery today, but it hasn't turned up. So it might turn up on Monday now because if it's sent after a certain time on a Friday, it may
Okay.
kind of
4 p.m.
go over.
Are you
to the
buying
Monday.
into this Ming garbage?
I don't see it. This look like Swatch watches to me.
I know. It doesn't look
Arch,
like
let's change the
anything.
topic to Rolex. Let's get back to Rolex.
It's back to
No,
Rolex.
actually no.
Rolex
Well, I'm just
Grand
thinking.
Seiko.
Well,
Let's talk this off air. It's
I'm
the
all
ratings
minged
are
out.
No,
insane,
my
guys.
one
Make sure
question
to
is
upvote.
this. My one
Please
question is
upvote.
this. What? There's nothing about it that says £50,000 or $50,000. There's
Yes.
nothing inside or outside that suggests
Nothing.
otherwise.
But it's
I
not
Is
know.
there anything about
$50,000.
5711?
Oh no,
that
but
says that?
no, Tim's saying it's going to be
Yeah,
100,000.
okay. Come on, guys.
Right, there's nothing about the blue one. I agree with you, ABC. Blue one is worthless. It's the burgundy. You look at that burgundy. And
Thomas
you
G,
know.
£5.50, 100% SE. Ooh, I think that's time for us to
Time out.
Arch, let me ask
time
you.
out these garbage.
So
I'm
you
running
agree-
out of Ming
You
puns.
agree with James that the Grand Seiko is better than the Explorer 2?
I got to tell you, the Japanese,
The Grand
that
Toyota.
is the Lexus. That is the
Grand
Lexus
That's
of
right, it is.
the industry. I got to tell you, James, as you said there, the clasp is a bit crappy. The shizitsu polishing, shizitsu polishing, right?
It's insane.
Oxley, stay
Shinjuku.
high, boys. Oxley,
Shinjuku.
stay.
James,
Yes.
what's the sweeping like of the second
Arch,
hand? Is
can
it
you say it with me?
mesmerizing?
Zaratsu.
It is
Zaratsu.
Zaratsu, shizitsu. I just like to butcher anything like
Shinjuku.
that.
It's Shinzuku.
Honestly, right? The finishing, the dial of this watch is absolutely insane. The finishing on this thing
This
is
is the
insane.
Spirits DJC.
Inspired by the look of the lake from the headquarters of Grand
Arch, when I
Seiko.
read positive messages like this from DJC, this is very good news.
Ming could be today what Rolex was in 1805.
Arch, we're just ahead of the curve. We're just
Ahead of the
ahead.
curve.
There
Like
we go.
way ahead of the curve, like miles
Ming is
a
like-
year.
Don't you think that black polishing the surfaces of a watch, doesn't that make it more prone to scratch? Because let's be honest, Zaratsu polish is black polish, right? It's what it is. It's black polishing, right?
Apparently, it takes 3 years to learn.
Right.
That's it?
Right.
Who cares?
I mean, it's like
Do you-
like finishing a watch, right? You
It
need
takes like
time. and
20 years
experience,
to
so-
program the computer that carves out those dials on Ming.
Marco, will you just do me a favor? Will you just put this up on full, please? I'm just going to
Yeah,
show one thing, right, which I immediately noticed, which I really appreciate. You know, on the inside of the lugs here,
No
Yeah.
way.
when you take the bracelet off, usually these are razor sharp, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
usually
Yes,
sharp.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Of course.
If you look on there is actually a
You
bevel,
gotta
a
pull it
polished.
up closer.
They've put
because we can't really see.
a polished bevel
There we go.
on the inside of the lug, right?
No way.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my
That is
God.
beautiful, isn't it?
Look at that for
No.
finishing, right?
That sweep is just gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah, look. It is an absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, I'm not going to be a Grand Seiko fanboy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I love about it, it's not Rolex, it's not Omega, it's not Tudor, it's definitely not Ming. It's just something different. It's
Now,
cool.
Arch, can I pick your brain? Is this a quartz
Sure.
movement or is it a mechanical movement?
It's both.
It's a hybrid, right? But it has to be one or the
Yeah.
other. There's no gray in watchmaking. Come on.
Well, it's basically a mechanical movement.
It's a
But it's got
mechanical.
quartz regulator.
It's a mechanical
Yeah, but-
movement with power in the electronical timekeeping. So it's a hybrid.
But
Ew.
it's
the worst kind.
like mecha quartz. You know mecha quartz? That's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
that's a
hybrid.
quartz. No, that's a quartz movement, Arch. People are saying
It's
mecha
quartz with the mechanical chronograph. You
Right,
know?
come
Get
on,
the
Arch.
worst of both
that's
worlds.
That's marketing mumbo jumbo.
I'd
If
say
it was
for
mechanical, it
kinetic
would
as
sell
well.
for 3 times the price that it does.
I think the
Yeah, but-
spring drive is pretty. That's a
Oh, it's
pretty
a brilliant movement.
Cool, it is.
It's amazing.
It is, it
Yeah,
is.
Genius.
Well, yeah, but if you look at it, guys, if you look at it this way, who was responsible for the quartz crisis in the 1980s?
Seiko.
Ming.
And who do you think's going to be
Dynasty.
who do you think's going to be
Unrelated.
mixing it up with the mechanical watches in modern times?
easy, Ming. Come on, James. You set yourself
Future.
up. You set yourself up for that one. That's the easy one. It's going to be Ming.
Do you know what I'm saying though, guys? Right, Seiko, which is it's an okay brand,
No, it's
But
great.
Se-
Legendary brand.
but Seiko in the
not great as
1980s they took the top guys, Omega,
Mm.
Rolex. They
Mm.
crippled these guys, absolutely
Yes.
crippled them.
And now they're about to
Grand-
get
Yeah,
butchered by Ming.
but James, Not anymore. They're not. Listen, they may have caused the downfall of the Swiss industry, but it was pretty short-lived. You know what I mean? The Swiss industry still came back.
Man, why would you want a brand that almost destroyed Swiss industry?
But
Well,
Dude.
no, but
But
you don't understand. They weren't out.
45,000.
Seiko never came out to destroy the Swiss industry.
they're just
Everybody.
disruptors.
This was a new technology that came out. I think it's not a good guy or bad guy. It's not like,
Right.
you know, this.
It's like an electric car when the electric car first came out, right?
Seiko
Same
had
idea.
many innovations. They were probably the first automatic chronograph could possibly be a Seiko. They say.
We don't mention them, Arch. We don't
Right.
because they were first to market.
Don't
But
acknowledge
Zenith
it.
was the first to promote it, right?
But it's who actually had it out first to market.
Seiko had it first. But we don't acknowledge them. They're Japanese. They're not real Swiss.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. But
The Swiss,
you know,
the Swiss dominate over the Japanese
Look,
in the watch world.
the thing is, you got to be honest with you. You know, English watchmaking was considered high watchmaking. The Swiss were considered
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, but
the
that was
Japanese
British
of their
watch-
day.
Art,
That was
you had
made in
amazing
China,
British watchmen,
ver-
John Arnold and legendary guys.
And
The reason the watchmaking was
'Cause Breguet,
outsourced to
I'm pretty sure-
Switzerland because it was cheap and nasty.
yes, cheap.
Arch, but Breguet learned a lot from the British. Abraham Louis Breguet.
Well,
right?
Breguet was French.
Or
See,
he took
they were.
inspiration a lot from the British. Like
Yes.
John Arnold and those guys. The guys who used to make marine chronometers.
The legend.
But that's kind of boring history because that's like ancient stuff. You know what I mean?
Ancient stuff.
It's like
Yeah.
ancient
dynasty
stuff at this point. Like marine
Previous-
chronometers. Nobody cares about marine
Previous
chronometers
dynasty
anymore.
stuff.
All I'm saying, right, is if somebody goes to someone who doesn't know anything about watches and says to them, right, you can have a Rolex at this price, it's not finished as well, it's got a mechanical movement that's not as accurate, or you can buy the Grand Seiko, which is hyper accurate to 15 seconds per month. It's hand finished. It's got
Yeah,
the
but-
finishing on the dial
Boring.
is amazing.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a coronet. It doesn't have a coronet on the
It's
dial.
not
That's
a
all
Rolex. Rolex
Exactly.
is marketing. You know
There
what
you
I
go.
mean? It's
So it's $4,000. That's you can get 2 Mings for that price. Like, you're
$4,000.
not comparing
No,
apples to apples.
it'd be about
4,000
£7,000.
pounds.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
Ming on
Ooh,
the pre-owned.
3 Mings. It's kind of. It's not.
I got to be honest with you. I think the
I-
Grand Seiko. I completely get James. See, you're not actively building a collection. There's nothing missing. You just walk past the store, and if it wasn't 100% what you wanted, you would have walked away, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. I often will go in and buy a coffee, right? And right next door to
Yeah.
my coffee shop is a pre-owned watch shop, and it's just dangerous because if they put something new in the window, I go in and look at it, and it's just dangerous. But on this occasion, it was actually my AD, and my AD only got the Grand Seiko relationship, you know, the deal in October. So
Wow.
and I've never handled Grand Seiko before. I've never had a Grand Seiko in my hand before. So I'd heard people say, you know, about the
Honeymoon period.
finishing, and look, listen, I'm hyped with it because it's not Rolex, it's not Omega, and it's not Tudor, which is my comfort zone. This watch is completely
Tuna,
outside of my comfort zone. Completely
So is
outside my
Ming.
comfort zone.
right? So was
I
Ming.
think Ming is like the loudmouth Tim of YouTube.
I mean, I don't have it yet. So I said I bought it purely because of hype. The hype. I fell for the hype. I heard people yelling, screaming, "Get it! Get it!" You Showcase. You should have been there. It was madness, pandemonium.
Can I pick your
Pandemonium.
brain again? Let me pick your brain one more time. Here's my problem. I have two problems with Grand Seiko. One is too many limited edition, right? They make these beautiful dials, but then they'll color them differently, right? And then they'll put them in limited edition. Doesn't that make it less special? Like when you come out with a special dial and you just make it in a different color, it's not a special dial anymore. It's just what you make. You know what I mean?
But what you're doing there, Marco, is the worst thing. And this is what I've learned, right? When you look into all that crap, you can talk yourself out of the watch. I bought this based on appearances
Like
and
here.
finishing alone. I have no idea what. I don't even know the reference number of this. I know nothing about this watch.
Hey,
apart from a few
Birmingham, is
things
that
I've
your
read.
real name?
Yeah,
In the
Birmingham.
thing?
Take off your real name. Take off your real name.
You might want to change that.
Yeah. We
Birmingham.
don't want to add you with that on.
It's got your real name as on the thing, Birmingham.
Yeah, we'll
It
just
won't
wait
be-
until it's done. That.
We're
I
here to
don't think
protect him. I like him, you know.
I'd put it in the private chat because he probably won't be able to hear you.
Oh no, he can hear us. He can hear us.
Can hear you.
He's coming back on. He's coming back on. I got to tell you, I got a lot of respect with Grand Seiko. One of the biggest problems they have is marketing. They don't have a name like Explorer 2. They give it stupid names. SBG 174, SBG 1. What the hell? Well, the difference. This is so purist talk.
Just pumping them out, pumping them.
Ron the Shrink, $2. Grand Seiko somehow lacks sex factor despite amazing finish. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Here, like Arch, this is my favorite Grand Seiko.
I wouldn't have sex with a Grand
That's-
Seiko.
235. It's got this beautiful whirlpool dial. You see that? But they've done it
What's
so
the
many
standard
times.
one? I like the one with the Aqua 24-hour hand. What's
Oh,
that?
the Peacock you're talking about. I'll pull it up in a second. There we go.
Burbing Hard.
Afternoon.
How are you?
Doing good.
Cheers,
How are you?
Bernhard. We didn't want to expose you, man.
Yeah. No,
Police
it wasn't.
brutality.
Let's not go there, Tim. Let's not go there. But
Burbing.
Arch, we'll pull up the Peacock in a sec. What do you think about this? Like, they've done it so many times, Arch. It's not special anymore, you know?
The Grand
Oh.
Seiko.
I think it is special. I think it is special, okay?
$16,000.
That's one thing to mention, actually, guys. The packaging is absolute garbage.
This is
On Grand Seiko.
Yeah, the packaging is terrible.
I'm
As
okay
in,
with the packaging.
Kidding me?
As in possibly the worst packaging I've seen come on a watch.
This is the one, Arch?
What?
Ooh, that is beautiful blue. I love that bluey color, don't you? That's the Peacock, isn't it?
No.
Yours came in a blue box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a
it.
Grand Seiko Birmingham.
But
When did you get?
Mine's a quartz though. It's a 9F.
So
Did yours
what?
come on that? Did yours come on that little fluffy cushion?
Oh, that's actually
And this, like, I was actually really impressed with like the rice paper that it comes on.
I
The
like
Bourbon
the rice.
cards.
I like
That's
Birmingham.
fancy paper.
If you open it and look at the cushion,
wow. Can you eat it?
It's
it's
just
al-
yeah, the cushion's
It's
not
an
not the best
edible.
quality.
It's got a thing. He's got a thing for edibles. Okay.
Is
I
that,
didn't think it was like
is that rice paper
Ron the
edible?
Shrink,
Can you make a
$2.
sushi
Greatest
out of it?
Grand Seiko is the SGBM 221 by far. Thank
That
you.
one is really nice.
By the way,
I like
the Grand
SPGA.
Seiko and the
CB
Bourbon card is
$5.
folding.
I have the Peacock and I love it. Yes, CB. Look at that. There's a man. It says Peacock here, but that color looks slightly different.
Let me pull it up.
So Birmingham,
Yeah, it's
Can
a
I
little
say
bit more
this to you?
turquoisey in the pictures.
Birmingham. I think that should be part of your 3-piece. That should be your 4th piece.
Well, he has a sub also,
but
Arch.
that one's not the middle class grifter.
Right.
The collection within the collection, Arch.
I quite like that Grand Seiko. There's nothing wrong. That's worthy of. Alex K, $2. Comparing Grand Seiko and Ming's, you're biased because you bought it.
That's right.
Well,
I mean,
Birmingham,
me-
you admit these guys are nuts, don't you?
You know what? I will say this. When I first started collecting watches,
You bought
I went and I made a
garbage.
mistake, right? I bought a Victorinox that had a mid-grade ETA movement in it, and I spent almost $200 on this thing.
That's not a lot of money, but Birmingham.
I know. I wouldn't spend $2,000 on a mid-tier outsourced movement, outsourced.
What's probably actually less desirable.
Ron wanted
than
me to
that
pull up the
Victorian
221 for
one.
us, Arch. This
This
is
is
I
the
would
one.
get.
This is
The
the
best
one.
value.
This is
Bang for buck value. Grand Seiko
Yeah,
is the one to
that's-
get. 100%.
look. But see, James doesn't like that. That's got a dress watch undertone. James is more of a sporty man.
All right, look at this from Logan Hall.
Logan Hall telling a girl you have a Grand Seiko SBG 99 da 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 da. Drop the panties every time.
Definitely doesn't. Definitely does not.
You know what? Those Grand Seikos are expensive. How much is that? How much is that?
But these ones here, these are not that expensive. These are a couple thousand. Here, let me pull it
This
up.
is a Ming. That's
I think it's like
they're
5,000.
This one is the price of a Ming.
horizontal.
No, it's double the price of a Ming. Whoa, there.
No, the one I'm holding.
Bourbon card.
Oh.
Oh, bring up Bourbon card full screen.
Yeah, but mine is better. The Ming is better.
Look at that.
Do that again, Birmingham. Sorry, just 1 minute. Just Birmingham. Look at that. That's the same one the Rodent 2's got, isn't it?
Right. No, he had the yellow
the
one.
black and yellow
Right.
colorway, and I think he got rid of it.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's nice.
What went wrong?
Here you go.
Well,
Archie.
he's got
Sorry, it's
he's
triple
got
the price.
he's
buy the
got other
Barking
stuff. He's got a spruik, so he's got to churn. He's got to constantly
invest
churn
into
stuff.
strap-ons.
Do you know what's really
Maybe
nice
that's
Red,
stuff-
about a Grand?
Reinvest.
Do you know what's really nice about Grand Seiko? If somebody
What's
looks
that?
at your wrist and says "nice watch," you can just say,
You
"Oh
say,
yeah,
say
it's just-
yes, it's a Seiko.
it's a Seiko," and they think
Yeah.
nothing of it.
Yeah, they think nothing of you. They think you're.
No, but-
Right.
But,
You, want
You
the
think you're
kudos. Don't
nobody.
you want the kudos?
Yeah.
no,
think-
who wants
No.
kudos? Who wants
Who
kudos?
wants you get robbed? You get robbed in the UK for kudos.
Who wouldn't want to get robbed? Get punched in the mouth?
Aaron
couple of
Levant,
times?
$5. The Grand Seiko automatic GMT SBGM 239
Oh, thank
Hodinkee is beautiful. The
I
blue
would have
is
paid the
nice.
premium, but
Guys,
it's not,
Yeah.
yeah.
if
It's
you're
nice.
buying a watch to get kudos, then you have got
You're buying the wrong
Ish-
things.
you've got issues. You've got
You know what?
you've
I
got
said this to James
self-confidence
before
issues.
we did this show. You know what I said to James? I said, James, I got rid of my two-tone. I had the Daytona and the Bluesy because it got too much attention. And it's the bad attention that you never see. People talk behind your back. Look at that tosser there with this. That's why I love Rolex in steel. I'm just going to take a toilet break, guys. I will be back in a minute. That is beautiful. I wouldn't pay Hodinkee premiums, but I can tell you that now. Chip Wong, $2. $2 for Chip Wong. Why did Showcase stop pumping Omega? Hashtag Rolex. Because he just buys what he wants. He's not a corporate slave.
He's slave to his own emotions. Can't control
but-
it. Walking past the.
But aren't you worried about the children who might be watching and they bought Omega? Isn't that what Archie told us? And I'm just messing with you.
You guys know I'll always spruik Omega, and you might be surprised in the near future. That's all I'll say.
Oh shoot!
Okay.
I have a feeling Showcase
that a
got
teaser?
that
It is a tease.
Grand Seiko for free.
Is that like a flash? It's like a flash, right? It's a good
Little
teaser.
flash.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, what I like about the Grand Seiko is the fact that it's under the radar. Nobody knows what it is.
Way
And,
under
well,
the radar.
And well, Tim Mosso, right? And I watched obviously, I did what everyone does. You buy a watch, you come home, you look on YouTube and look what other people say about it. Everyone
Yeah.
does it.
Right.
I watched the video where Tim Mosso was comparing this particular watch and the GMT Pepsi, and he said he would pick the Grand Seiko over the
He has
Pepsi.
to say that, otherwise it will never sell out of the Watchbox Studios. They have to move
So-
that piece someday.
So what he's saying is, he says if somebody notices a GMT Pepsi on your wrist,
Yeah.
then you don't know. They might be a dickhead. They might be a nice guy. They might be just you got a Rolex, so they just attract that attention. If somebody stops you and says, "Wow, that is a cool Grand Seiko," that's the guy you want to talk to because you know he knows what it is, and he's probably a watch nerd, and you want to talk to that guy. Whereas the guy who spots the Rolex, anybody can spot a Rolex.
What if you see somebody with a Ming that says, "Whoa, what a cool Ming! How did you get that? That's impossible!" And you
Well,
got
if
the burgundy one,
I love
dude.
Tim.
That's
Tim, keep
I'll
That's
trade it for
someone-
my Birkin
5X
and my
retail,
Ferrari.
baby.
That's-
That's
that's
the guy that
someone.
you actually want to talk to.
No, that's someone that's just getting into the hobby. They're reading Hodinkee for the first time. They have no idea like how to like value watches or like
Yes.
compare
Oh, can you
MSRP
imagine all
of
the
watches
things you
on the
can teach him?
marketplace.
By the way,
Oh
I know-
my god,
can you just
that's
check
the
your cam
conversation
mic settings?
I
I
want to
think you're
have.
talking out of your computer. Just
I know
check on
Birmingham's
StreamYard,
good.
you know?
If Birmingham sees that guy, the first thing Birmingham's going to say is both hands on the hood because he knows.
Danger to society, stranger danger. Guys, somebody just posted this in the ArchieLuxury WhatsApp group. Guys, if you want to join that WhatsApp group, $30. Look at these Vacheron overseas world time. Isn't this gorgeous?
Wait, how do you change the world time? That's
Well, there's different dials. There's different
Wait a
dials.
minute.
Right?
wait a minute. Well, no,
Isn't
but
this
you know
so
how
cool?
on the Patek Philippe world time there is that button you click and it jumps. I don't see
it's
that
probably-
button here.
It
Do you
must be
turn
on
the
the crown.
bezel?
It's probably the crown. The crown.
Marco,
it's the
can you just drop
best.
the link? Mr. GMT's wanting in.
Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad. Give me 1 second. Put it in.
It is literally my worst fear is that this Ming thing is going to take off in like 2 years' time.
It won't. It already did. It's
Burning Heart is a skeptic, big skeptic.
it's on the way down.
It's
not as big as it used. It was bigger. It's like Frank Mueller. Okay,
Guys, I got this very shady text. I'm afraid it's from the shady number. It says your return of 135.60. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Do I click on the link that they sent me?
It's probably Ming. It's probably Ming saying we've watched you stream and you're not getting a watch.
What's going on, Mr. Ming?
He's going.
Mr. Ming, did you know Mr. GMT is going to open the first Ming AD in the world? He's bought 39 of them.
In the Northern Territory.
No. It won't. Ming doesn't have ADs because they want to cut out the middleman and pass the savings directly onto the consumer.
Burning Heart.
Yeah, but I'll be the first one ever.
Has a boutique now.
Right.
Like a David Wellington.
And the Ming Museum.
But what do you mean? Ming is a serious watchmaker, Burning Heart. I don't get this whole cut the middleman out.
Cut the middleman.
They make serious watches. I mean, have you seen the watches that they make, like the chronographs, the tourbillons, the actual manual wine in-house calibers? Yes, they outsource the movements, but they don't claim to be a movement maker.
They outsource everything.
No, they design the watches, they make the cases, the dials, and what have
drawings.
You. So it's just the movements, right? Because that's not their specialty. They'd much rather get it to somebody who has the expertise. Like,
so here's a theory, right?
But Burning Heart, AP uses the same movement type situation, right? They have Renault and Poppy who makes their movements. They also make it for Richard Mille and what have you. So they outsource their movements. What's the issue with Ming outsourcing?
Here's a theory. I don't even know that these watches even made. Because you guys paid $1,000 and they're not manufacturing it for a year, and the company was started by a designer.
Oh,
he's probably just making an image and saying, "Hey, look at this awesome watch we're going to offer you," just like they do on Kickstarter campaigns.
What do you mean? It's to stop the flippers, Burning Heart. The flippers.
No, it's not. It's to cut out their risk in manufacturing and bringing a product to market. It takes a lot of money, right, to be able to bring a product to market.
They're not like a major brand. They're not going to dump 500 stock onto the market, right? They do a per order basis, which actually creates scarcity, right? Which ultimately allows them to sell over retail, right? The whole point is they're not making. I mean, you keep talking about these advertisements. What advertisements do you see? I don't see any advertisements.
Oh no, it's all very subtle.
News articles on Hodinkee. That's not an advertisement. They're just reporting the news. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. Maybe they paid the person who wrote the article.
You don't think that they're paying for blogs, like blog posts?
I mean, they're a startup brand. Do you really think that they're going to...
By the way, if Ming is interested in making... I will make a blog post on timwright.com if Ming pays me.
Hey,
just send
Mr.
me something
GMT.
under the table, guys.
How you going?
Mr. GMT, I got to tell you, Mr. GMT, please, I love you.
Thank you, man. I love you too, bro.
Don't get suckered in by these Tony, Nico, Mr. 2... and Marco nonsense. Stay away from these memes.
Tim. Oh, you're gonna have to read off this reference.
Run the shrink, $10. Pull up the Tudor M56000-003 and tell me I made a bad purchase for $2K. Brand new with stickers, incredible modern bracelet with ceramic bearing. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da-da.
Ron, I love you, man.
What is this?
It's a date day.
It's either this or a Ming.
I'd rather have the Tudor than the Ming. This has at least got some retained value.
Ming is going to be $100,000 watch, guys.
Triple over retail, Arch. That's the retained value you get in Ming.
But I personally think this looks better.
I think that's called a Glamour, isn't it? Tudor Glamour.
Right, it's the Glamour.
But I mean,
the older one looks also pretty cool. The jumbo one, the 7017.
Yeah, but look, what I'm saying is, for $2,000, what would you rather have, this or a Ming?
The Ming.
Tudor.
Ming doesn't exist.
If you want
Ming doesn't exist.
Tudor.
Type 1 if you want Tudor. Type 2 if you want Ming. Type 1 for Tudor.
How long? So if you're comparing one way for those like just getting into the hobby, you can compare the value of what you're getting. How long is the warranty on both? How long is the warranty on a Ming?
2 years. 2 years.
How long is the warranty on a Tudor?
What is it? I have no idea.
5 years.
5 years.
Now it's
yeah.
5 years.
Which watch exists today? Go for that one.
I gotta say, Ron's got a good point there. I'd like to actually get Ron on the show because he is a trained psychiatrist, and he can tell us what mental illnesses the crew are suffering. Because I think we need to put some. I think we need to put some money into some treatment because we've got clear problems here. There's clear.
Analyze souls.
I think it's all about this, the money. That's all it's all about for these boys.
I felt
In 5 years' time, what if all the movie stars are wearing Mings?
Arch,
Look,
I
you know
love
what?
my
Secret
Ming.
club.
I can't wait to
I
get
gotta
it.
be honest with you.
Why can't people just say congratulations on a great watch? You know, I hope you enjoy it.
Because you're
It's
fighting.
not made yet.
I have to
Marcus,
defend
because
you guys are calling it a shitter. What do you mean?
It's not made yet. It doesn't exist. Your watch does not exist.
You're fighting back too hard, Marco. If you didn't fight back, we wouldn't attack. It's only because you're fighting back so hard, we're busting your balls.
Because like a
Marco,
Chinese
it's okay,
finger
let's be
lock.
honest.
It's a Chinese finger lock. As soon as you try and pull out, it gets harder. As soon as you push in, it
Marco
releases.
made a mistake. It was the
Don't pull out.
you had to buy the burgundy one, guys.
Okay, but
That's why
Arch,
he's so
let me ask you something. Let me ask you something after this
Yeah.
super chat, okay? Let me ask you something after
Ooh.
this super chat.
Mad man, $5. Arch, I have 5 tutors and will have 3 Ming soon. Love them both. Have missed the show lately. Have a drink, big boy. I will actually. I will have
Madman
Mr.
is
Twos.
a very good
Mr.
supporter of
Twos.
Ming.
I will
Arch.
have.
He
wow,
knows Ming.
a nice. This is actually. I'm drinking it slowly, more slowly.
Mr. GMT. You said Mr. 2.
Look at Jeff. Jeff, come on, man. Work with us, not against
Mr.
us.
GMT. There we go, Mr. GMT.
Jeff.
It's a beautiful.
very spicy.
Marco, you do know,
Arch,
right? If you'd
on.
have come on, and said, right, and said, I bought a Ming because I bought it for this price, and in 2 years' time I can flick it for this price, all the punters would be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. But because
Arch, so let me ask
you're
you-
fighting the criticism, that's the
Let
problem.
me ask you something, okay, Arch? If there's a chronograph, okay, let's call it a chronograph watch.
Sure.
The bracelet is made in China. So is the case. The caliber is just a run-of-the-mill manual
Marco,
wind caliber,
that is
mass
not Amiga.
produced.
That is
That
not
is,
Amiga.
you know, it's a lateral, or excuse me, it's a lateral clutch. It's not even a column wheel.
Oh, come on, Marco.
Would you buy that watch
Saying
for
that.
$5,000, Arch?
Look, I gotta
No,
tell you, man.
I wouldn't buy that one for $5,000.
Would
You
you buy
know-
that
And I
one
wouldn't
for
buy the
$5,000?
You know, if it'd been to the moon and back, I would consider it.
So you agree with me? A lot of it is marketing hype, right? I mean, listen,
Look.
guys. It's not to say the Speedy isn't a great watch, but it's a call the Ming. It's just a flat out shitter.
But I don't understand where are you
cheap
getting this
analysis of a good watch.
Where are you getting the information that Amiga is made in China? I don't understand where
I'm
you're
just
getting that
I'm just
information.
pulling your leg, James. I'm
Well,
pulling your leg.
actually,
You know this.
there was.
He's
look,
having a
I'm
laugh.
just totally messing with
Look,
you.
there was
a time.
there was
a time.
time some bracelets were made in China.
Right.
It was a bit of a.
But not anymore.
But actually, if you open
Omega never rips the customer.
most people don't know about this, but if you open
the customer at heart.
if you open the Speedmaster bracelet, take it off from the lugs, underneath it actually does say made in China on the bracelet.
It does say made in China on the box. I will say that.
There you go.
On-
the
on-
whole thing
on-
is just made. Yeah.
On the cardboard box, there is a sticker that comes on the cardboard box that does say made in China.
Why they don't take the damn things off? Why wouldn't they just take it off? Don't have a sticker.
I will
illegal.
admit to that.
I will also say
Hey,
this.
here we go, fella. Yes, go on.
I was going to say, I wouldn't pay full MSRP for Speedmaster either.
No, I
would?
actually I tend to agree with you. I wouldn't pay full MSRP for a Speedmaster. Fella, $2. What would a young rich guy with a 5980 AR think of Ming? Garbage. Garbage. Absolute garbage. This is the only time. Yeah, I think a 5980. Man, they're two different worlds.
Can I
Our
just
5980. He's not even going to pay any attention. He's going to say, "Ming, where'd you get that in China? Where'd you get that from? Alibaba, AliExpress?" Like,
guys, just to settle all your minds, right? Just to settle all the people that are watching this, right? People think that Marco's absolutely lost the plot. Marco is spooking the absolute shit out of this watch, so that in 2 years' time, it's worth a fortune, right?
Absolutely incorrect. Guys.
I agree.
Marco doesn't believe any of this shit that he's spooking. He doesn't
Oh,
believe
come on,
any of
guys.
it.
Stop it.
Marco's far too intelligent to buy into this.
It's a beautiful watch, guys. What a beautiful watch.
When Marco got his Rolex, everything else was shitters. Now he's
I
got
got
the
the Ming Nautilus. The Ming Nautilus.
Exactly.
Do you remember?
The
Can I
plan
tell you
is
something?
to
I can't
hype
bag it.
up the watch and then trade one for a 5711. That's the.
I can't bag the boys out because I almost bought freaking 38 of them, so I can't really say much.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it, man. That's just.
No,
How
I'm
is
glad I
your
didn't
how
either.
is your Kermit going? You're wearing that today?
No, I'm wearing the GMT today.
The black. Are you? Tell me this. Are you happy you did what you did? Tell me this.
Yes, I am very happy.
Oh, you're
I
talking
do
about
miss.
the Kermit,
I do miss a two-tone. I really do miss
Yeah.
a two-tone, but I don't miss the Navitimer because I could barely read the bloody thing. But
Yeah.
I do miss a two-tone. I love my two-tone. To this day, I'll probably get one again at one point.
Birminghard. The outer cardboard box, the brown cardboard box, not the big moon box.
Gotcha.
I saw you looking for it. I saw you looking for the Made in China sticker.
Archie, can I ask you something? I was actually
Yes.
thinking about this earlier today in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
What chronograph comes on a bracelet that is actually worth buying? Like apart from, I would say maybe the Daytona and the Speedmaster, right? It's pretty much
Yes.
all I could think of is the Breguet Type 20, which the bracelet isn't that great, and then the Zenith El Primero, right? I'm pretty sure the 42 mil you can get on the bracelet. Those are
but you see
wouldn't
most
get
of
that.
the Zeniths on straps.
Right. But Arch, there's not really anything else, is there?
What about the Polaris, the JLC Polaris on a bracelet? That is a beautiful. That is
I didn't think
honestly.
about that. Yeah. Is there anything else though? There's only like 5 options, like realistic.
Navitimer? Some Navitimers.
Yeah, but
come with
Navitimer.
bracelets.
Right. So I
They're
said
a
it's
bit
like a
blingy.
stepping stone
They're a bit
watch,
blingy, you know.
Right. You get those to get a Speedy, or you get it to get a what's it called? A Daytona or a Kermit.
Rolex is made in Switzerland, Geneva,
right.
Switzerland.
That's right. In-house boxes, guys. In-house.
Give it a sniff for us. Give it the sniff test.
Madman
Oh,
Marco.
Smells
Bullet
Smells like
bracelet
success.
Chronomat is awesome.
The Chronomat's nice. Yeah, the Chronomat is nice. The new one. But yeah, like I don't know.
What's that? You got a date just. What's that?
No, I'm just holding on for this one. I'm supposed to do a review.
Whose is it?
Oh,
It's a friend of mine.
pull that up, Tim.
There you go.
Oh, interesting.
Ta-da!
Tim,
Is that
can't-
a 36?
36, yes.
Tim, why can't you just admit to us that you actually own the AD? It'd be far easier. You can just pull
I
all
wish.
these Rolexes out.
I wish.
Because what would happen is we'd be pestering him to get us the Panda or the Pepsi or the Hulk.
Secretly,
Or the
Tim,
whatever,
Tim,
you know.
Tim is Jeff's son. Secretly, Tim is Jeff's son. They just live in different countries.
No,
about
we're
that
in the
new
same
Tudor?
studio.
The new Chuda chronograph. What do you think about that, Arch? You think that's a good alternative?
Look, I got to tell you the truth there. I got a good friend of mine who actually bought it, and I said to him, man, I would rather have that JLC Polaris than the Tudor chronograph.
Yeah.
The
I
big
think
letdown
I
on the
definitely
Tudor
agree.
is the display back. It's not worthy of display. That's the big
Oh, but that's on the
problem
black
with
tape.
that.
The black
No,
tape,
that's
right?
not on the chrono. That's not on the chrono.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a display back on the chrono, is there?
You know
No,
what
there
else
isn't.
You're talking
what-
about the Panda, the new Panda.
Right, the Panda.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah, that's got a
on the
display
Panda?
back.
It does. Oh,
Let's pull it
oh
up.
really?
It's awful.
I didn't know
It's
this.
awful.
Oh my God, why'd they do that?
I mean, it's just have a look at it. Just pull it up. It's
me pull it up.
awful. Absolutely awful.
I didn't know
man.
this, Arch. Thank you
I
for telling me.
think another major issue that people
Ooh,
will have.
ADJ, $2. I just scored the Hong Kong lady with the Daytonas.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Very cool.
Rolex
Very
man. There we go.
Another problem that they messed up on the Black Bay Chrono is you'll notice for a lot of well-known chronographs, in order to read the subdials clearly, they go with stick hands.
They
This one,
hide
you have
it.
this giant snowflake
They didn't show
hand. So
They don't show
when
it
it's-
on the website. They hid it.
when
They
it's
know
when
people
it's
don't want it.
yeah. So when you're
Google
3
it.
o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2:30, it's like, and you're trying to read the subdials, you're gonna have this big snowflake hand that's gonna get in the way. So I think that's a design flaw.
Damn.
Yep, that's it. Bring
Good
it
point.
up.
Good point.
Man,
It's got the
those
faux
snowflake
rivets.
hands.
Notice the faux rivets.
Oh, they're ugly.
Yeah, very
I don't know,
common
it-
Black Bay watches.
It doesn't really that doesn't bother me. I've got it on my mind.
Oh, this is the one. Is this it?
Oh, oh, it's actually good. It's good. Whoa!
This is garbage. It's garbage.
They opened it up completely. It's way better than
It's,
the one.
it's nothing
on the
great
blanket.
about this. There's no polishing. There's no
yeah,
beveled
they do
edges.
nothing.
What?
It's just too
what the
industrial.
Okay,
fuck?
but it's big. At least the glass is big. On that gold one, the glass is so small you can't even
It's
see
not
it.
worthy of display. What the hell is this?
Right.
I like it. I like it. I'm
Ron the
sorry.
Shrink, best value chronograph on Earth, Zenith Tricolor. Yeah.
I don't think this is a real picture. Is this a real picture?
No, this is the watch. That's
Whoa.
That can't, is that it? Is that it?
because
Are you
it's a
for real?
letdown.
Open
Well,
the
Arch
gold
has seen
one.
it, right?
Open
Arch
the
has
gold
seen
one, Marco, to compare. You see how this one has nothing? It's just very small glass.
Right, it's just a bridge. Yeah, but it's just a
Yeah.
bridge. There's nothing
The
to
other one's
see.
better.
It's so awful.
This is way better.
I mean, Arch, like, compare this
You
to
compare that to a sapphire sandwich.
Right, it's awful.
Yeah.
That's what I was
The
about
sandwich
to say.
looks at least semi.
The
You got a
18
sandwich Birmingham,
looks edible.
haven't you?
Yeah.
The
This is
1863 is
Show us
beautifully
West
decorated.
Birmingham. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh,
Look at
it's
that.
not going to focus on it, right? Is it?
Oh.
I can get a
That's
picture if you want.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful, man. That's really
It's
nice.
delicious looking. Wow. Delicious.
Yeah, man.
You
And
should
then
put
if you
some
wanna go-
ketchup on that.
And if you go next
Take a
level,
shot.
if you go
Sapphire
next level,
sandwich with ketchup.
look at the case
Here we go.
back on the Ed
Sean
White.
W. $4. AC3. What's your favorite dial on a two-tone Datejust? You know what I reckon the favorite dial is?
The Wimbledon.
Palm
I like
frond.
white with Romans. I like white with
Jesus.
Romans. That's what I like.
I hope
I
Rolex
like-
isn't watching. He's been spooking that. He really wants to get one.
Yeah, no, I like white with. I think white just very simple. The Wimbledon's great, but that's not my favorite. I think white with Romans is nice because the gold really pops against the white. I had a day date with diamonds,
These are nice.
ivory dial. I love that as well. Just a nice simple. But guys, I got to tell you guys, it's look, it's always good to have a bit of interesting discussion here. The thing is, James, we're here. Oh, he's gone. We're here to provide some realistic input. See, I'm not going to let you guys run with this Ming stuff unless I'm getting a cut. Okay. So
You know what? Arch, that's a fair call, buddy.
So
That's
fair.
you
definitely
know,
a fair call.
if I'm not getting one for free, I ain't spruiking garbage. And I got to tell you honestly, I think it's going nowhere. Honestly, I think it's just a little anomaly. But
The Arch,
Well-
we're just getting it to have fun. It's just a fun,
You know what I
beautiful
call it?
watch.
You know what I call it? You know
What's
what I
that?
call it? The
Peer
toilet
pressure.
the toilet paper phase. Like COVID, when the
Toilet
toilet paper was all gone, everyone was going
Yeah.
crazy over it. That's what I call it. I call it the shit out toilet paper
look,
phase.
if you like it,
Crazy.
it's okay. But don't. I wouldn't get too heavily caught up in it. I wouldn't.
I'm getting
Mr.
the one.
GMT was
Just the one.
so.
Yeah, getting
Mr.
the
GMT,
one's
but
okay.
You remember the hype, right? You couldn't resist it. Just it takes over your body.
No, but at that point in time,
Hands.
when I was trying to put my details in, I kept on putting it in, putting it in. It's because I had these guys in the background going, oh, you got to get it, hurry up.
Go, go, go,
I think
go.
someone was doing some NLP here on you guys, or you doing it on guys like Mr. GMT, like programming him to behave in a certain way.
It's like when you used to go to the movie theater and they put Coke subliminal messages of a Coca-Cola can before
And they
the
just flush it.
intermission.
Nice and thirsty.
You know. Look, guys, I'm going to wrap this show up in 2 minutes. I want to say thank you.
actually,
Any
that can-
after shows today?
JV
be on the
Marco's
Watt
going to do a
Carbon.
Ming after show. Full
No,
JV
it's not gonna be a
Marco.
Ming after show.
JV Ming. Sorry. JV Ming.
Yeah.
Marco's
Locking.
going to do 3 hours of Ming content after show.
James, let's just go around the panel before we wrap up. James, what's your opinion on Ming? Just be honest. Speak to me as you would to a small child. James, what's your view on Ming? Just be honest. Oh, good column there.
Is he frozen?
Tim,
On
what's
mute.
your... Well, we know your view. Mr.
It's the
GMT,
burgundy
what's your
one, guys.
view?
Well, I don't have one, so I'm calling it garbage. All right.
Birmingham,
garbage.
what's your view? You're on mute, Mr. Birmingham. You're muted.
I would
What's
say
your
that
view?
I would use this as a teaching moment for my kids. I'd say, all right, son, let's like compare the movement. What else is out there? Oh, this is generally in a sub $1,000 price category. Is this a smart decision? And let them just experience it and come to their own realization. Okay. Sometimes they got to make their own mistakes though, but they'll learn from it. And I think if
ABC, what do you think?
Okay, they've got one nice looking watch that is that GMT one, but I might laugh on the other side of my face after a couple of years, but I don't think it's
when
gonna
I'm driving
fly.
Ferrari, ABC, we'll talk about it.
You're gonna drive a Ferrari over 1 Ming?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna trade it.
Yeah, it's gonna fetch 100.
We got the
Here we
Ming.
go.
50%
Man,
Yeah.
Ming is actually a Rolex super collector, so all this dollars is going to Rolex anyway. Yes.
That's true, yeah.
And Thomas G, £2.30. We need more upvotes. Yes, we do, sir. Guys, I'm wrapping the show up. Thank you for coming on. And we will see you.
Hold on, Arch,
What time and day is it in Canada now? Tell me this.
It's Saturday, 8:46. Don't wrap it up just yet. I just want to post a link to the YouTube.
Yep.
If you don't mind.
Yep. Of course. It's Saturday, 8:46 at night.
Upvote, everyone.
Upvote.
Saturday, 8:46.
2 minutes. Sorry, Arch. 2 minutes.
Relax. That's okay. Thank you for coming on, James. It was great to have you, Mr. GMT.
Yeah.
That's don't you just. I gotta be honest with you, man. Just be careful with your bickies there. You know, it's
Showcase. Are you back?
I honestly
Showcase.
didn't realize I was buying 38 of them, because if I knew that, I wouldn't have done it.
No. Yeah. Only you could stuff that up. You know, I gotta be completely honest with you. Only you.
That's me.
Let's see.
I stuff
Yeah,
every,
just
you
be
got
careful.
to see some of the conversations I have. I stuff up every conversation I have on the chats. If you want
By
to see
the
a
way-
stuffed up conversation, I do that.
Mr.
I
Jim,
love
did
you,
your wife
Mr.
arrive?
GMT.
Yeah, everyone's.
Look, I tell you
What's
what.
that? My
Birmingham-
wife almost killed me.
I love that the Grand Seiko you got. I actually think that's part of your good watches. That's actually a nice. How do you find having a quartz?
Well, for work, sometimes I worry about taking my Explorer 2. So if I don't want to wear that one on the job, it's kind of a cheaper quartz alternative. I don't mind bashing it up a little bit. Like James says, I think they're finished really well.
Yeah. No, they definitely are. Okay, guys. Okay, if we wrap it up now, Marco.
Yes, we're all good.
All good?
Okay.
Marco,
Thank
put
you for
the
having
link in
me.
there. See you tomorrow.